time to film some stuff on this. Now, the last video you saw of me, I was pulling the Toyota apart, checking out all the rust, and pissed myself off. Anyway, fixing the bumper today. Well, I've already started fixing it. So yeah, these brackets basically got holes in. Obviously I drilled that one wrong the first time, but they go onto this edge here. They'll nut and bolt onto that. Hopefully that all works. And see, that edge you can see is actually off this. So that's how fine of a margin we've got. So I'm gonna put a bit of sealant on it, bolt it together and let it sit overnight. Gonna do that tonight and cable tie it up to this post so it can't move like that. But that should be dry now, so I should be able to take those clamps off. But anyway, the main problem is obviously the rust. Now, like I said in the last video, I've got a meeting to get to, and like a coffee meeting morning, 2 weeks time, and I want to take this. So it needs to get done. So I bought some new tools. Check them out in the Honda van. It's a big old box. There's another one. This is really heavy. Got a shrinker. A stretcher. So yeah, little 2 foot folder. Most of the stuff I do for now is no longer than 2 foot that I need a bend in, so that's good. That paired with this should help me fix the Toyota. Fix this bit. Now if you can see, there's like a radius on that and then it goes like that. So my plan is to cut as long as I can get, which if you can see down there, it's all like pitted there. There's a little bit of pit in there. And then it'll all come out. But I want to make that piece with the stretcher and the folder and hopefully get it into that piece in one go. And then that'll also help me do these bits here and that bit there and that bit there, and you get the gist. We'll see if it works, I guess. Oh wow, it's a bit tough. I need to bolt it down. I need to bolt this down. Ah! Oh, didn't think about this, did I? Right, in future I'll bolt that down, but we have a nice, probably a bit overbent now, but a nice crisp line. So that brings me to this tool. This is what I need. That is about what I wanted. And I just need to stretch that edge there. It's all good there, and then right at the edge. So basically need to stretch it about here and here. I'm gonna mark it and then come back to it. Now I have marked this piece. Just want one there, one there. I don't know if that's correct or I'm doing it wrong, but we'll see. Basically what this is meant to do is when you put it in here, it's meant to make this bend like this, like the flange bend, because you can't do it like that, so you need to stretch this surface here to make this edge curve. So hopefully this works as I intend. Right, mark the car where I want it. As you can see, it's done a little bit, but it needs a bit more, and then maybe a bit on the edge there. I think the tool is not working as it should, because it's not really doing what they do on the internet. Right, okay, I don't know if I'm actually using this right or something's gone wrong. I was leaning on it a little bit and it was working a bit more. But that gap is gone. It's a nice curvature all the way to there. So that has worked now. My plan was to weld along that edge there, and then I was gonna do this edge afterwards. I think cut into it up here. I'm not sure, not made my mind up yet what I want to do, but I've left this long, this flange obviously, because I can trim that afterwards. Got to drill the rest of the spot welds out and cut it out before I can put that in here. But once we have done that, I've got to replace this section here. I undone this spot weld and it pinged, proper pinged back, and the whole thing's moving. There is like no strength in the back of this. I'd hate to be rear-ended because it'd be game over. That's just literally just that. But I've got to make this. But yeah, I've got to make this edge here, which is just a straight line. I'm going to tack that in, and then hopefully I can then put this new piece in. Let's try that in there actually. Something like that. You get the gist. So I've got the welder set up, I think it's working. Now, this is absolutely like beyond thin. So, yeah, actually I don't know. But, I'm hoping I can tack it together and potentially just weld this bit up here, and then I should be able to weld this bit afterwards once everything else is tacked together. So at the minute, it's like this. And if I start welding it, it's going to move all sorts of directions. So if I can tack it together and then get this top piece on, I can then finish welding this bit here, because that should be, yeah, I can still get to that. I'll just weld this bit here. And yeah, this is super thin, so I'm not expecting it to go incredibly, but I'll give it a good go. Just going to tack it together. The welder seems to be working, so we'll see. Whoops. When I'm welding it, I can literally it's just so thin. If anyone ever crashed into the back of that car, it's absolutely game over. There's nothing stopping that. Right, so I've welded it, well, most of it. I'm just gonna grind these welds down and then get that new piece on there. I'm gonna put some of that weld through primer on it as well. just drilled holes in my piece that I've made with the shrinker. I'm just gonna weld through primer it now. You do that because you can't obviously paint it when you get in between the two panels, and you still need to weld it, so weld through primer on there. It will help stop rust, basically. That's what it is. I don't think any of the Japanese cars actually had any of this when they started, which is why I'm fixing it now. Right, some time later, it's absolutely dark outside, but I just got cracking and then stopped putting the camera on, and I got it finished. It looks good. Come out so good. Oh. It's got the right shape. That shape is different from there to there, so it divots in. And then obviously the radius that way and that way. I'm really pleased with that. That's come out nice. Put a little piece in here with the grommet hole in there. I had to make a new hole. Yeah, man, it's come out so good. Still got to weld this bit along here, but now it's all strong and together. I can do that. You get the gist. That was there. That's still all straight. I'm not going to check because if the boot will shut, I'm pretty confident it's going to be absolutely fine. But yeah, probably going to end it here. I'm going to finish off the boot. I'm not sure if I'm going to do a full video again doing the rest of it. There's so many little bits that need doing. It'll just be boring, but you get the general idea. We're getting somewhere. The hardest bit is done now. It's just the corner bits now that we've got to do. Obviously, those will be done soon. And I think anything below the bumper, I'm going to leave for now until later on in life, because it is like tank out job. And I want to drive the car soon. So there's that. Anyway, thanks for watching. This video might be all over the place, I don't know. But yeah, cheers. Here's another one.